What made you become a conspiracy theorist? I can remember believing in conspiracies before there were such thing as a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, just a theory in your head.
Like 10 years old. Like, I know Disney is satanic. Couldn't back it up. Just a feeling I had.
Yeah, how would you know that as a kid?
Boop. You know what I'm saying?
They had them videos out back then, though. You know when
it wasn't because
when
that,
Simba sat down and then the damn he got down sat there and all the little dust came and went in the air and it spelled sex.
Yeah,
you remember that?
There was like no way for a kid to know the what.
Man, it's subliminal. It's not. See, subliminal messages, your subconscious can read it, but you don't. But your mind can. So it's like, damn. Think about the subliminals now. They're like, does that mean she wants to have sex?
Right.
It's the subliminal. Damn, the subliminal messages is like, fuck. I know them. They gonna have a ball cutting that piece up. Damn. I ain't think that deep.
You think we eating people every day unknowingly in our food supply?
Oh, you mean like the meat that they give us?
Yeah, the meat that we buy in the store.
Eat the bugs.
What if that meat was
Will you eat bugs? I mean, me personally, no. I don't think we're eating people. But then again, how can you feed if it's 1 million people out here, everybody want a burger?
How can you supply that need?
How many cows is being slaughtered every day,
bro,
to feed this many people?
I'm just gonna tell you the amount of meat that people eat every day. There's no way.
There's no way they're killing all them animals.
It's no way there's enough animals to kill. It's no doubt in my mind that if there were enough, they would do it. But if you were to do that, you're gonna run out of cows, bro.
Definitely run out of cows.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely run out of cows. This is why they got that fake meat, probably.
But what is the fake meat? Again. Because what if they were taking those same baby parts that we were talking about earlier, right? And then cloning those parts, it would be much easier to like clone something closer to us than it would be a foreign thing, I would think, you know? But maybe not. I'm not a scientist.
What they call that shit? It ain't called fake meat. What they call it?
Oh, I don't know the name for it. Meat glue?
The same day the Titanic ship happened, they the legislature said it's legal to sell.
It's synthetic meat.
Was it clone meat?
It was clone meat. Yeah,
It's like clone. So they cloning cows.
Right. No, they're cloning it from a cellular level and growing the meat independently of the whole being. That's what they're saying. They're not saying that they're cloning like the animal. Like, okay, we're gonna make a cow. They're saying we want the ribs or the chops of the cow.
Wait,
whatever.
It's 2008.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're just not like it has been something else then.
Bro, let me show y'all this real quick. Y'all see that? Bruh. 2008. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Is this a patent?
Yeah, it's gotta be. Or it's just like the approval.
Man, that's deep. We talking about it now. What was I talking about? 2023 meat. Lab grown meat. That's what it was.
That's what I'm saying. They're not growing like they're not cloning.
It's not cloning.
They're cloning the cells of the specific body part. And then growing the meat.
So what was the 2008
That was
FDA proves as clone animals.
They were probably cloning the animal for food. Literally what it says. You know what I'm saying? But lab grown meat is different. At least in the demonstration I saw, that just could have been what they said. You know, for all I know. So.
High rates of mortality and birth defects and diseases in clone animals.
That makes sense.
Some deep shit, man. We reading the National Library of Medicine. That's this source. You feel me? That's the National Institute of Health right there. NIH. Damn, I'm finna go get me some lab grown hair products and start selling it to these bitches.
What? Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
I seriously hate bank fees.
The nigga on the wrestling shit? Oh no, that's Mike Foley.
This guy's having like necrophilia, like having sex with dead people. Wild. Wild.
It look a lot like minced chicken when extracted. That shit probably bussin'.
Woo.
A cultivated cell-based meat developed from animal cells and grown with the help of nutrients like amino acids and massive bioreactors. Oh, here we go right here. Y'all
find at a brewery.
Y'all can hear it,
Supporters say it will help fight climate change by reducing the need for traditional animal agriculture, like cows, which emit greenhouse gases which warm the planet. But hey, how does it taste?
Hold on, let's run that bit real quick, y'all.
It'll taste exactly as you would expect a chicken to.
And cultivated with nutrients and amino acids in a giant vat, kind of like you'd find at a brewery. Supporters say it will help fight climate change by reducing the need for traditional animal agriculture, like cows, which emit greenhouse gases which warm the planet. But hey, how does it taste?
Oh, that thing right there.
It'll taste exactly as you would expect a chicken to taste.
That thing was on the screen
the part that's remarkable about it is we didn't have to raise and slaughter a chicken to get real chicken meat out of it. And the part that's unremarkable is that it tastes like chicken. It's what we've been used to eating for thousands of years.
That's kind of hard.
Tastes like chicken because it comes from a chicken. Apparently cows are more complicated to grow. And two companies plan to sell cultivated chicken to restaurants in Washington and San Francisco. Kind of like a soft launch, if you like. With us now from Washington is Bruce Friedlich, CEO of the Good Food Institute, a non-profit organization which promotes plant and cell-based alternatives to animal products. Bruce, thank you for being with us.
Thanks very much for having me, John. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, that's good, because I want to talk about the cost of this lab-grown meat, if you like, because it's been doable now for a decade or longer. But it's always been very costly. Back in 2019, for example, Bloomberg reported these $50 chicken nuggets were grown in a lab, and that was $50 each nuggets, down from $1,000.
Oh, they taxing.
More recently, a restaurant in Singapore offered lab-grown chicken and waffles on one plate, and chicken and a Chinese steamed bun on the other. The cost was 23 Singapore dollars, about $17 US. So given that the cultivated chicken will be available in the United States at a few select restaurants, what will be
the Chinese motherfuckers been having
lab-grown
chicken.
Why y'all taste that? The cost of production will come anywhere close to the break-even.
That shit called sesame chicken.
Well, it's going to be.
People talking about some. It's rat. Why the fuck would they have rat when they got lab-grown meat?
One of his restaurants. And Dominique
cats.
Exactly.
More options.
Come on now, all the cats be missing.
Restaurants. So
my guess missing now.
No, the one time that people,
the
places
with
people
the
get caught
other items on their restaurants, but those items are already priced
like in New York
fairly highly. Will the companies break even? I don't know if they're going to break even. They'll probably come close to breaking even. It might be.
Or did I press a button that changed the Okay, yeah, because these right here look. So we could do like this. Boom. You see that? scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's time to talk about something, pop down there. Matter of fact, that's what I'm about to do. Hold on, y'all. I'm doing something. Boom, like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just moved something. I didn't mean to move it. Oh well, that's for another day. See, I got hotkeys on here. I just don't remember them. But back when I was in the studio, I hit that. Boom, I hit that.
Mm.
So I think I hit something that made it go down to that other one.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway. Don't leave your girl around me. Keep a pocketbook.
Literal pocketbook.
Put that bitch in your pocket. Never know what I might learn. You feel me? That's why I got y'all niggas beat, man. What'd he say? I don't take excuses because I don't make them.
Okay.
Damn, what's that? That shit
Somebody
got cut.
got her titties cut off for her transgenderism.
He talking about some okay.
Shit was crazy looking.
Okay, what's this? Yeah, what's that?
Netflix is not what you think it is.
All
Y'all
right,
ever
play
seen
that.
Streamberry?
Play that shit.
Play it
Hold
now
on.
here?
Yeah, so they can hear it. Make sure it's yeah.
Known as the father of psychoanalysis, Sigmund Freud claimed his father
And put it in the chat so I can use it. Not now, but
addict, as well as a pedophile advocate who taught that children sexually lusted after their parents, and that children who reported sexual abuse by adults had either imagined or fantasized the experience.
that's crazy.
He believed that women were the problem with society, and all their problems stemmed from not having a penis.
Oh shit.
Freud's grandson, Sir Clement Freud, has been accused of molesting multiple young girls and was suspected in the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. Sigmund Freud's sister, Anna Freud, whom Freud claimed was regularly molested and abused by their perverted father, gave birth to Freud's nephew, Edward Bernays, the father of propaganda. Bernays took his family's work in psychology and used it to help governments and corporations manipulate the minds of the public. Hired by the American Tobacco Company, Bernays manipulated women into buying more cigarettes by convincing them that smoking was a form of feminist liberation.
Showing your titties, right?
He dubbed cigarettes torches of freedom.
Same shit.
Thanks to Bernays and his family's twisted legacy, social engineering became big business. Modern psychology was used to exploit mankind's mental weaknesses, nurture the public's lower desires, and turn people into mindless consumers.
I saw that video. It was on
Is it any
something else.
surprise then that the great nephew of Edward Bernays is none other than Mark Bernays Randolph, the co-founder and original CEO of Netflix? Does anyone really think this is a coincidence? Netflix has not only replaced network television as the premier home of pop culture, it is also continuing the degenerate, depraved social engineering
Netflix
of
is
the
lit.
Bernays-Freud legacy.
Somewhat extremely.
In 13
It's
Reasons
addictive.
Why, Netflix was accused of romanticizing suicide during a recent increase of teenage suicides. In The Devil Next Door, they were accused of rewriting history to deceive viewers into believing that Poland was responsible for establishing Nazi death camps. In
People
The
believe
First
this shit.
Temptation of Christ, Jesus Christ is depicted as a homosexual. And a Texas grand jury indicted Netflix for depicting child
Little
sex
girls.
in the movie Cuties. Netflix and chill, the new preferred method for brainwashing the masses. Brought to you by one of the most depraved, degenerate families of the modern era. Turn it off and wake up.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's
And I like Netflix, man. They get me so addicted. It's like, oh shit, you seen that play that trailer real quick, and then you watch the trailer, you're like, damn.
They get you by buying all your favorite shows up. That's what it is.
Nah, not only that, the new shows I ain't never seen. Like I be looking at the picture, and then all of a sudden the movie it start playing slowly, like, and then it just starts playing without pressing play. Just if you sit it on there too long.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh shit, wait.
You a lazy motherfucker. I see.
I'm playing this. Oh, hold on, wait. Don't turn it off yet. You don't watch whole episode 1. Now you don't gotta watch the whole. You in season 3.
That shit's true,
bruh. And then the writers that, what it is it's like they are buying people that really know how to write some shit. Like the best authors, the best writers, they bought them up. Like, come on to the Netflix
what
production.
If that's what you think it is, but it's just prompt writers writing AI plots?
No, it's not.
I bet you it is.
It's not. It's not,
what if
bro.
it is, though?
It's not.
But what if it is?
If it was, it'd be way more, like, allegorical. A lot of, like, I watch movies, bro. I'm a movie head. Like,
I feel you.
I'm really into, like, scripts and, like, I try to look at what the story, like, the beats of the story, like the beginning, the middle, the end. Like, how did that lead to that? I try to look at, like, certain scenes. I'm like, okay, they showed that for something later. Like, I already know. Like, boom, they're not gonna show that for no reason. Like, it might zoom in on a key that just fell on the ground. It's like, okay, a key, boom. Let me see what part of the movie. Oh, that's like only 25 minutes in. Okay, this that type of movie. I be on that shit. You feel me? So when I watch Netflix, I'm like, okay, and this is big, bae. You already motherfucking know, because I say this every night we watch movies. This motherfucker want to watch Tubi shit, right? Like Tubi movies. You know what Tubi is? She's like, what's wrong with Tubi? They got good movies too. I say, look at the production.
It's slow.
I say, bro, I could do this, and it's okay because I appreciate they tried. Like last night, we watching some Japanese movie. It was alright, but like 10, 15 minutes in, these big vines was coming out like, and the vines just, the person was running from it, and it just wasn't blended well. You feel me? Like, bro, that shit look corny as hell. What kind of app they use? These niggas using the app, like, really? So, when I get on Netflix, I see a different level of production. Even if it's an older movie, they'll, like, I watched movies growing up, bro. Like, my DVD collection was like, I was one of them niggas like, look, I got DVDs. Look. Hey, grandma, you saw my new DVD collection?
Yeah, okay.
Pulling out the little book, you feel me?
Yeah.
But my mom got all my shit now, and she really still watches DVDs. Like, she got a Blu-ray player. Like, put that DVD on, cut this shit off, and we'll watch a movie. You feel me? But and when she still go to the movies faithfully, like, Mom Dukes wants to go to the movies right now. If I call her, she's like, let's go. But anyway, these Netflix movies, bro, they be like, maybe they are using AI, but they're using a human science. AI is taking their base from humans.
For sure.
Like,
I'm saying it's like in that Streamberry episode. In the first episode of the new Black Mirror.
Okay, you saying we're in that? That's what all Netflix is about? Is about that, like the episode?
I wouldn't say all of it. Some of the new stuff, maybe.
I think it's whack. I think some of the stuff that is AI based is trash. It's not hitting on much, and they like, damn, we gotta try again. But those top 10 lists, no AI on that motherfucker. They might be using it for the effects, meaning, you know, they're using computers and artificial intelligence to enhance like the skin tones and shit like that. But they're not using it for scripts on those. Like, nah. Cause I be looking like, what the fuck? Who wrote this? I look at the nigga name like, oh damn, Selinsky. Who the fuck? This nigga wrote a story, like, story by. I be like, damn, that was good. Just like the Streamberry one. I'm like, you're not Base Reality Joan. Who the fuck is Base Reality Joan?
Dude, that shit was funny.
Oh God. Okay. It's like, bro, this nigga know he in a simulation.
Yeah.
Bro.
He knows he's in a simulation.
Bro, that shit was deep. I'm talking about, wait, what?
But the thing is,
Joan was ugly as fuck though.
She was incredibly average.
But no, she wasn't just average. They made her ugly. And then they had the evil lady, the little lady was like, yes, I'm Joan. Playing her in the movie. And that's about what? That's not her. That's an AI, like a whatever of her face. That's the likeness of her.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's when it started getting deep. Because then that was the first way. And then when they said the base reality shit.
That was the best part.
Because in the Joan, Netflix, they had another. What was the next one after Streamberry? It was Streamberry. And then the person on Streamberry was watching the show.
Right. Because that was happening when they first turned it on. You could see a couple of the 3 of the episodes are in that first Streamberry scene.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the person on Streamberry was watching a different person. Because they remember she was like, what about the other actress? She was like, fuck her. Remember the third actress? Okay.
I don't think I remember the part you're talking about.
You got Joan, the main character. Mm-hmm. Then you got the evil lady who's playing Joan.
Right.
And then she was watching Netflix too. Because she was shocked about Netflix in the show. Mm-hmm. That lady on that show
was watching Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that called? Because it wasn't Streamberry. It was the other Netflix.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Yeah, it was a whole nother Netflix inside the Streamberry.
So it's something different every time.
Every time, yeah.
So what if base is Netflix and then they just hold on themselves? That's a good theory right there.
Bro, what if Netflix isn't base?
What if it's not? That's a good theory.
Because if so, that means the base to them wasn't base. Right. Because we still watching them. What if there was a real Joan? Like, what if we doing this shit right now and it's a whole nother version of us? Like,
what if this is a Netflix show that we don't have access to right now?
Exactly. It's Never Ending Story. Y'all ever seen a Never Ending Story?
Yes, one of my favorite movies.
Bro.
The first one. The other ones were okay, but
like the what they said in the trailer was like, or in the movie. I don't know if it was in the trailer. I feel like it was because that was the perfect part. I ought to put that in the trailer. But he was like, even the reader has a person that's looking at them, and that was us. So this is how I look at it. There was the first person, and then there was the person reading about him. Then actually, let me back up. There was the person hearing about him. Then there was the person reading about him. Then it was us watching. There got to be somebody else feeling that shit. Like that's the senses I'm going through when it comes to the realities from Never Ending Story. Because it was a book within a movie. Right. So we would be watching a movie within a virtual reality, a simulation. You feel me? And then the simulation would be inside of whatever is after that, like 4D type shit. Because 3D would be like simulation. That's some deep shit. That's some deep shit.
Yeah, that's some deep shit.
For real, because I feel like the lower you go into the story, the more basic it becomes. So we was watching a movie. He was reading a book. The person in the book was hearing the story be told. And it goes basic to basic like that. And then we would be going like more technological backwards. So whatever's after us, I don't know.
But even like in Neverending Story, like at one point, Atreyu and the kid were like interacting with each other. So like while he was reading, the story was playing out. Right. So it's almost like when you press play and pause on a video.
It starts. What if they feel that shit and we don't know?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, bro, stop stopping me. Play me, please.
What if every time in years? Yeah. What if, like, with this streaming shit, you have all these?
They just being played so many times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like with streaming, people aren't watching VHS. They're not watching DVDs and stuff as much anymore.
But the spirit is the same.
Right.
The same entity.
But the copies of that entity aren't being fed.
But it probably don't got to. If it's just like somebody being alive. They say you don't die as long as you remember it. You feel me?
Okay.
So what if they just being remembered is keeps them alive? Like,
okay, that's pretty cool. I can see that. Let's see.
Damn, I feel like we was on here longer. This should have been short.
Ooh, what time is it?
What time is it?
9:36.
What the fuck is Bigfoot / Sasquatch? What's the name of it?
Here's Steve-O, famous from TV's Jackass, throwing up satanic hand sign. Jesus Christ. Here's Steve-O's tattoo of
I'm about to
him
write a
having
story
sex
about
with a baby.
Dr.
Okay, that's
York.
a weird tattoo, bro. Why the fuck is that a tattoo, nigga? I really hope that's fake. Cause Steve-O's dope.
He got it
bro.
covered up.
Oh, he got it covered up.
He changed it to a he fucking ostrich.
That's crazy.
These sick bastards. They really out here. In the Illuminati.
That's weird, bro.
You seen that new video about your boy? The Emerald Tablets dude, Forbidden Knowledge?
Billy Carson.
Yeah.
Shout out Billy Carson.
What if the God of the Bible was really Satan?
Oh, yeah. That's not new, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's the new video.
He re-released that?
Yeah, it was like 15 hours ago or some shit.
Jesus Christ. He's got so much shit. He's just re-releasing stuff now. It must be, maybe it's a new lecture. I haven't seen it. It is.
These niggas got them motherfuckers. The energy in that spot is probably crazy. It's just easily balanced. Everything's balanced. You throw it in the air, it lands like the fork land right there. Like,
That's crazy.
you feed you got 10 dogs, you feed them at once, they all eat. It's done at the same time. They all fall asleep at the same time.
That's crazy. Insane.
Look.
Let me see.
People will be regarded more as statistics than as actual people. I don't think it's going to be so nice. I think sort of all machines everywhere, everyone doing everything for you. I think it's going to be very boring. And everything will be the same. I mean, people will be the same. Things will be the same. People wouldn't be able to live in ordinary houses because that would take up too much room. They'd have to be in flats, piled on top of one another. Everything would be cramped up. I'm not looking forward to living in that year. The world seems to be in such a terrible state now, let alone in 50 years' time.
That's real.
They manifesting that bullshit on us.
Yeah.
They tell the kids that shit. The future is gonna be, population is gonna be crazy. You're gonna be packed on top of each other. Man, there's so much room out here.
It really is.
They got all these walls up, man. This crazy. You know, I wish I could RTMP my screen into this. That'd be raw. I wonder if I could do it. I probably gotta practice on that shit though.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
You know what's crazy? How a lot of
We need to start putting documents on the screen. We gotta find a way to put shit on the screen and just talk about that shit. One day we're gonna have to put the splitter up here so we could hear it. We can sit right here. Put the splitter right there, and just put the microphone so we could talk and hear about what the fuck we doing? Fat, see? Just like Young Elder was doing. He was like, hold on, let me put the screen up real quick.
There is no way to create a backdoor that only the good guys can walk through. And what's being proposed here in the context of end-to-end encryption is a backdoor. And we know from decades of history, from decades of serious research, that there's no such thing as a safe backdoor. If the British police can get in, hackers can get in. If the British police can get in, hostile nations can get in. If the British police can get in, Putin can get in, the Iranian government can get in, and others wanting to do harm can get in. So it's really important that we maintain the security and integrity of these systems.
I agree with Meredith on that point. I mean, I don't think it would be safe to say there's a safe backdoor, because once you create it, other people will find it as well. That's why we're not going to ask companies to break encryption. What you would expect to happen, though, under the bill is that the regulator.
Wait, let her come in on that.
Well, if I can finish the point, and then is what the regulator would do, I would imagine with a company like...
Right, are you trying to cut him off?
Is when the regulator, Ofcom, is creating the codes of practice, they might say to Signal, well, what sort of data do you gather? And if Signal says, well, we don't gather data about people's messages, we can't possibly look at this, the regulator won't say you need to break encryption. It'll say that's fine, but you do have policies, let's say, on legal and appropriate use. How do you enforce those? What do you do?
None of that is specified in the bill, and this is our concern, because we hear things that are sensible like that from people like you, and then we look at the bill, and what is specified is a regime that would give Ofcom the power to demand that everyone in the UK download spyware that checks their messages before they're sent against a database of what is permissible to say and send and what is not permissible.
He's lying.
And that is a precedent that authoritarian regimes are looking to the UK to set, to point to a liberal democracy that was the first to expand surveillance in the terms of the UN Human Rights Commissioner. This is unprecedented paradigm-shifting surveillance, and paradigm-shifting not in the good way.
Paradigm-shifting surveillance. Let me go ahead and add that to the thing, so I can put it in the video. Paradigm shifting surveillance. How bad that gotta be? Paradigm shifting? Like you wiping your ass, they say, are you sure that you only have to take 3 turds today? Like,
you might want to use 1 piece of toilet paper to conserve.
Like, that's a movie right there. What's this Oreo cookie shit?
I don't know, I just thought it looked interesting.
But y'all watch Oreo cookies? Y'all fuck with Oreos? You eating the devil, or whatever.
So I'm flipping through this book and I see an Oreo, and my high hungry ass is like, that
They got SpongeBob AI voice.
looks good, but hold on, wait, what? There's no way the Leviathan cross is on this book.
Leviathan cross.
Yes, it is. What? Alright, so I guess Leviathan likes Oreos. These are now Leviathan's favorite cookie. I really want to know if this was done on purpose. And for what purpose?
In Satanism, in ancient times they honored Satan by consuming a symbol of him through blood or sacrifice. Still practiced today with the satanic Oreo. Be wise as serpents, my brothers and sisters, and peaceful as doves.
So we were just talking about what if they put the dead people parts in the Oreo and got you eating that, but it tastes like chocolate and cream, so you like, oh.
Why would they put dead people parts in it?
You just heard what they said. That's the form of satanic worship.
To eat symbols of Satan.
Symbols of Satan, meaning
the crosses.
No, you think they eating wood? No, that's human sacrifice.
What you mean? It's a cross on the Oreo right there,
right?
With the balls at the bottom. You
symbols
see it?
of Satan eating.
You see it? That's a cock and ball symbol. Look.
All right. Let's see what else we got.
Bro, look at it though. You see that in the bottom? But where you get that it said anything about people?
No, I'm saying it didn't. That video said symbols. Nothing about people.
Oreos.
Okay. So why would you put this in the food?
Bro, this is my thing. Mass ritual. Okay, not everyone has to be knowing that is going on.
But why?
channel energy, negative energy, positive energy?
How?
What do you mean?
You're feeding them shitty animals.
Right. Already.
Why give them filet mignon? The most expensive meat in the world, probably. Be real.
You think human meat would be the most expensive?
It would have to be, because it talks. That's probably some real shit I never thought of, but come on now. Out of all the animals in the world, which animal is top? The human.
You right.
So that shit probably dumb expensive. Niggas out there eating that shit like, yes. This was his bitch.
It could be byproducts still.
I don't know.
Ground up bones.
I don't know.
I
don't see why they would do that. I don't see the reason.
I feel you.
There's some sick individuals out here, but I don't know if they would do that. I thought I was a part of the Illuminati. I had to add it.
Satan respects pronouns.
Yeah, you know the LGBT people was out there marching with the Satan shit on. Hail Satan.
Is that what this is about?
Nah, but I'm saying well, that too. That was the same day. They had Satan signs out there.
That's what all these things are talking about, like
wanting kids.
Yeah, that's weird.
They pedophiles, bro. Openly pedophile. Damn, it's on my white iPhone. I got a whole message. It's talking about the lady who started Planned Parenthood, right?
Right.
Her sister had a secret organization. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. Maybe it was her who had the organization. But the organization was to push abortion, push feminism, create a war, create a LGBT. The LGBT will usher in pedophilia, giving kids full rights to be the same as adults. Not just to have the bullshit that they want to have with the kids, but to allow their vote to be as powerful as an adult's vote. They're easily manipulated. You feel me? They could change the world. Get all these kids to vote for some stupid ass video game candy shit. You feel me? And they all gonna vote, and it outweighs the adults.
Because there's more of them.
Yes.
That's crazy.
But it's really that and the pedophilia shit, like getting married to adults and some crazy fucking shit. But the lady played excerpts out of the book that was written by the lady. She reading it. And bro, they was talking about how this feminist organization started with like all the president's wives were secretly having meetings and shit. The politicians' wives were secretly having fucking girl meetings, bro. They was doing some shit, and then they was talking about, bro, it was deep. It was like journal excerpts and shit, and it's the lady who journals it was related to the lady who started Planned Parenthood. It's the same movement as the feminist movement or some shit. And they had the dates and all that. I was just recording the whole room like, damn.
That's crazy.
That shit is crazy.
Not everything that's meant for you is good for you.
Yeah, bro. They trying to make this shit like some pedo shit.
This guy
That's why they
Rashid
after the
Buttar.
kids. Was he? That's the doctor?
He was talking about the dangers of the vaccine. He was going to go on major broadcast and then died when he was on the way there or some shit.
Should have did it from his phone.
Right.
Fuck, you gotta go on the production studio.
He should have done it on his phone.
Yeah, you say that shit real quick, get one and done. Hit the feed. Like they did on the feed. They was recording the dad. He was talking that shit. The son released it on the feed. He scattered it. That's what they call it.
That shit was amazing.
Did you just scatter that?
Yeah, their terms were like retarded. Like, what are you talking about?
Man, they always talking about some New World Order. The New World was already started in the 80s, right after slavery, the real slavery, and they created a whole doctrine. The Reconstruction era was the New World Order. That's why it's called Reconstruction era. Like they rewrote everything.
I believe that for sure.
And now we over here talking about New World Order. It's gonna be a whole third world order.
That's what the Third Reich was supposed to be.
The Third Reich?
The Third Reich.
What's that?
Hitler Hitler and the Nazis wanted to. It's the Third Reich. That was when during World War II was the Third Reich for them. You know what I'm saying? Like a new.
This the fourth then.
Exactly. That's what they want. The Fourth Reich. But that would be like total Nazi oppression type shit.
Bro, they got us at the bottom so far. They taking, bro, these niggas done took 2 months to chat GBT and it's 20 years ahead. Think about these people with $1 million. Like budgets, like these niggas done leaped ahead. We ain't even seen what's about to come. Like, bro, all these websites creating these bots of their own. You seen the TikTok filter with the AI shit? You just type in something and it puts what you type in. Like, I think it's a AI create. That's what it's called. You just type in like the type of beard you want, and it creates it.
That's pretty cool,
bruh. It can't do what I wanted to do because I try to do a paid gig. I try to use it. I was goddamn aiming that shit up. I type it in. I'm like, man, this ain't shit. But it gets the job done for like some fun shit.
Right.
But I'm like, damn, they doing that.
Giant Nubian depicted in ancient petroglyphs. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They talking about the elephants he carrying and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Why would they need to lie about that? You know what I'm saying? I could see maybe a little kid drawing it. But I never let a kid do that.
Nigga, that's some wall paint shit. See, look, I'm going to show you this shit. Oh, that's a green screen? I've been looking for that. It ain't that good, but it act like it is. Black lawyer. Got the glasses on. I don't know why I chose that song. Look at this shirt.
What did it? It turned your shirt into a. Did it say black lawyer on the shit? On the shirt instead of Batman? That would be hilarious.
Nah, but he definitely got on the top now. That is funny. That bullshit ass effects. But it already got specifics, like these are already made templates. Spider-Man movie character with Spider-Man suit.
Wow. Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm crying. Oh my god. Y'all. Something wrong with these apps. They thought they was so cool. Can't access the chat. Damn. I was banned by admin.
From what? How? That's crazy. Some of these channels be banning you for nothing. This happened to me a couple times too. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know, man. I feel like no one likes me.
They're discriminating against you.
Look.
Oh shit. That's funny as fuck.
He was in there playing the game.
Yo.
Oh shit, he was playing the game, got mad. Why did they? What? Okay, y'all. So Let's talk about the internet being fake. Bro, y'all gotta see this video called "The Internet is Dead." You still ain't watched it, have you? Bruh, let me pull that shit up. Just an excerpt. That's something we need to watch on the headphones.
It's at the invitation trailer. What the fuck?
Dead Internet Theory. That's the name of it. It's an online conspiracy theory that asserts that the internet now consists almost entirely of bot activity and automatically generated content that is manipulated by algorithmic curation, marginalized organic human activity. They got whole other shit about that, not just that video.
See if there's a short rundown we can play on here real quick.
The internet is fake. A short. Alright. Wait, you got two headphones with this? Yeah, fuck it.
Congrats, you've got a booking. 30 minutes later, another one comes through, and one more comes through.
Finna fuck it up, y'all.
Without having to lift.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Cold Fusion. Since its invention in 1989.
Oh, this is a different one. I gotta watch this.
Called The Dead Internet Theory on the Agora Road Forum.
Oh, I gotta watch this one.
Spread generative AI isn't available just yet.
This is like another version of somebody else's review.
Impact these numbers in the future.
It's the same theory.
The theory also talks about AI influence.
See, that's new. 8 days ago.
Oh yeah.
He saw the video and made a video. Bro, I'm telling you, the one I saw, it was like 3 hours. You feel me?
Yeah, he just shortened it.
This is 8 days ago, 13 minutes.
Oh fuck yeah.
But yeah, when we see shit, we gotta jump on it and be like, voiceover, real quick. We not break it. You know, it breaks easily. Get in there. Whew.
Yeah.
It's like hot. You know that hot noodle. That first time in there, you don't want to bust too quick. You don't know her like that. She might play you. You never see her again. We could do this again, right?